So I'm just laying here and I figured I would just relax and just kind of get out. I'm thinking, and I'm just thinking about the reasons why I've always wanted to be a healer, be a witch. Mainly, I've always been a healer. I've been someone that absorbs a lot of energy as an empath. Not sure how to release it 100%. Someone that always is giving, but never is really comfortable with receiving. And I think that's why I've hit rock bottom with my depression. And anxiety's not really there anymore. It's depression, sadness, it's overwhelm, and feeling as if I'm just on this hamster wheel of pure exhaustion. And when I look at my time, I feel like I barely have time to take a shower because I've got to get enough sleep. I've got to go to the work in the morning. I gotta run a business that's not really going so well right now because I've neglected it. I've neglected a lot that I find important, and I talked to my friend a little bit about it, and I feel like I'm gonna cry for no reason, but I think it's just, good to say that I have a friend and that someone that understands that is not part of my family. And even the weirder part is, you know, he's a guy, and I thought I had a best girlfriend, and she really hurt me, and I'm still getting over that, and I think that's been eating at me a lot. Thinking that I found a witchy friend when it's someone that, in my opinion, was not a witch at all. It's just someone that was a con artist, which really hurts. And, I didn't expect that to come up, but but that's, what I'm feeling, and just feeling like I have no time for my life. I feel like this job that I'm at in the same, it's the same company, I feel like work has taken over a majority of my time, my life, and that starting to get to me, and I've seen it how it kind of takes over work outside the house that is not your passion, or that is a little bit of your passion but is not your full purpose. It's detrimental to so many areas of your life. And the reason why I researched and still learning a lot is the reason why I wanted to be a witch is because it was something for me. It wasn't for anybody else. And I felt like when I was studying witchcraft, and I still am, when I do, I still have low confidence, low self-esteem, but it's almost like there is that light at the end of the tunnel for me. Like, I could honestly find peace. And I haven't had time to do that. I haven't had time to be that person and that part of who I am. And it's really getting to me. And people that I know, are starting to become more understanding and not allowing past circumstances and past negative talk warp what a witch really is, because I've always been a witch, but I've never had that confidence or even that confirmation from other people. And this has been the worst and the most detrimental part of myself, is other people's opinions of me. And when I study witchcraft and I study my my inner self, knowing thyself as a witch, I feel like I'm coming closer to getting to know me and not caring what people think, and knowing that God, Jesus, the angels, my ancestors, the goddess, that's why I was here. That's why I'm meant to be here, is to be a healer and a witch. And some days I feel like that's all it's supposed to be, because I'll probably never conceive. And so, like, that and my fur baby makes me extremely happy. And I never get much time with her anymore working, and then I come home exhausted. So it's just things I'm thinking about, and I needed to release that into the universe, that I'm answering that call to be the witch, to work full time with Raven of Hope, and no longer procrastinate myself and in my life and my peace and joy and my gift. I don't want any more distractions. I don't want the materialistic things to keep me weighed down and just keeping me in this cycle of repeat of the same old cycle that my ancestors went through. Work, pay bills, and that's it. I don't want to do that. I want to be in nature and live off the land and live off faith and love. I want to be a better wife. It's just something I want to throw out there. And I'm throwing out there as well that Mina, she's on YouTube, and she has been, doing readings for me, and she's gonna do a spell kit for me. And she asked me a good question in my reading, and it just now came to my mind, why do I want to be a witch? And I guess that's my full answer, and today I kept hearing this. It was almost like a haunting ghost call, and it was an old telephone ringing, and it rang about 5 to 7 times before I realized it was not an actual phone. And I was at my work, and I looked at my work phone, and I, looked at my cell phone, and no one's phones around me were ringing, because they have phones too. And it was kind of like my one at work. It was an older phone, but it had like a blurry tone to it, and it was right there in front of me on the left hand side. I can hear it, and I don't know what that means, and I would really like to know sometime. But I hope that, this just wasn't for nothing, this video. I don't feel like it was. I feel like it could mean something to someone else if they watch it. But I'm just putting it out there, guys, that I'm in an emotional state right now, and your support and your comments help me so much. This is about you guys as well, just not me. But I don't really get much response, so I hope that you keep watching. Many blessings.